Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, it's nice to have you join us each week on our Connection Show. We have different organizations and individuals come in from around our viewing area to talk about what they're doing, what they're helping the community do, and it's always nice to hear the wonderful things that are going on by these nonprofit organizations. We have some good ones around here. We're going to take a quick break, be back in a moment, and talk with a lady about a big program that helps a lot of children right here in Arkansas.
I love working as a nurse, and I wouldn't have this job without North Arkansas College. Tuition was truly affordable, the teachers were passionate, and I got the hands-on education that I needed. Practical nurse employers report a 100% satisfaction rate for North Ark graduates, and that was impressive.
North Ark's allied health programs offer degrees in nursing, paramedics, medical lab technology, radiologic technology, surgical tech, and more. Classes begin January 11th. Enroll today at 870-391-3505 because a North Ark education works.
Shiny Shelby's stickers are sure to be seen under any lighted Christmas tree adorned with red and green. This holiday season, let Shelby's help you add some shine to your Christmas. Our latest collection of old world ornaments are sure to please any collector. Fill your kitchen with the aroma of aspen mulling spices as you whip up one of our easy appetizers or snacks. Don't forget the kids. We have plenty of shiny, new boy or girl elf on the shelf just waiting to be adopted. Shop local at Shelby's this Christmas. We are sure to put the shine on your gift giving.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television, and our first guest in the studio today is Helen McAllister. Helen, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Helen is with the Circle of Friends, and they do a tremendous job of raising money for the Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock. And for many of you out there in the viewing audience, I know either your family or somebody you know has probably, through time, used the Children's Hospital for their child. And it's a great place down there, known worldwide as a great place to help children. It is. Circle of Friends, before we get into specifics, a little bit about Circle of Friends. Tell us just a tad about it.
Circle of Friends was started years ago by actually people in this community had the first Circle of Friends. And now we have, I think it's 13 different organizations throughout the state. And our goal is to raise money for the children at the hospital.
Children's Hospital. Wow. Yeah. So it actually started right here in Harrison?
Yeah, it did.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great insight by somebody there. And they generate a lot of funding for the Children's Hospital, and it's money much needed there because they use that for research and for new equipment and whatever that's not in their general budget there.
Yeah, our last budget we worked on the oncology unit. With a pediatric.
Very nice.
So we have a goal every year that we set our money that we're using it for.
Very good. I know you do actually a couple of different fundraisers a year? Or
yes.
Is it two major ones maybe or something?
Yeah, two major ones. We probably do 5 altogether.
Okay, 5 different ones. Well, we're going to talk about one right now. Yeah. Let's talk about the Breakfast with Santa's Workshop. You got a colorful shirt on there, and it says just that. Tell us a little bit about what that's going to be. You sent me a brochure, and so let's talk about that just a minute.
Okay, Breakfast at Santa's Workshop is a lot of fun because the children get to have breakfast first, and then they go to the workshop, and for breakfast they get pancakes and bacon or sausage, and the firemen will be cooking that for them. So they get to see the firemen. The fire pup, Sparky's going to be there. And it's going to be at the Presbyterian Church on Arbor Drive on December 5th. And it costs only $5. So that's a good deal. After they've eaten their breakfast, they go into the workshop. And in the workshop, they're going to be having a picture with Santa. They're going to make ornaments. They're going to make cards, Christmas cards, for the kids that are in the hospital over the holidays. That's one of my favorite activities that they do. They're going to be decorating cookies. They're going to color in Clay Maxi coloring books. They're going to color T-shirts with permanent ink markers and have their faces painted. So we have a lot of activities scheduled for them.
So the parents would bring their children.
Yes.
Do they leave them, or does the parents stay there?
No, they stay with them.
They stay with them. So does the parents get to eat as well?
Sure.
For the $5, so they pay as well. So it's a family deal.
Right.
And then the kids get to do the workshop stuff, and obviously parents try to stay out of the way.
Well, if they want to do it, they can. The parents can too.
Sure.
A lot of them do.
Do they? Well,
yeah.
Good. So it's kind of anybody can get involved in the thing.
That's
okay.
Right.
Like most organizations out there in the viewing audience, Circle of Friends is no different than any of those organizations. They're always striving to generate funding so that they can do projects locally and also send money to the Children's Hospital in Little Rock. Sponsorships, are you still needing sponsors? Would you allow sponsorship still?
Yes, we would like sponsorships. One, because the money goes directly to the hospital, but two, we would like to be able to have children in our community that wouldn't necessarily get to go to something like this be able to go. If we get corporate sponsors, we're going to take the money, give it to DHS and Share and Care, and have them distribute to families that wouldn't ordinarily get to go, and then they'll be able to go and have some fun too.
Okay, so the corporate sponsors would allow more people to come to your Breakfast with Santa workshop.
Yes.
Because you take that money and redistribute it, so to speak.
That's right.
Okay. How much is a sponsorship, or is it a certain amount, or
it's whatever anybody wants to give.
Whatever you want to give.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've probably got several corporate sponsors already involved, but you need more.
Yes.
You had this last year, is it correct?
Yes.
How many people roughly did you have attend you recall?
I do not recall. And last year we charged $10. This year we're only charging $5, so I think we'll get a bigger crowd.
Bigger crowd. Yeah, 10's a little hefty sometimes for people that
you have a lot of children.
Yeah, if you got several children and you got a parent, well, you can spend quite a bit. $5 is very reasonable just for breakfast alone, and not counting the activities that they get to do and so forth. So this particular event benefits Children's Hospital. How does the organization, how does Circle of Friends, how do they interact with the staff or with the person or persons involved at Children's Hospital? How do you get the money? How did you do that?
Well, we're going to be making a trip up there, and we're also having a toy drive in conjunction with this breakfast. So we'll take the toys up to the hospital and the cards that the kids make and deliver them to the children in the hospital.
Oh, okay. So you got a toy drive going. Let's talk a little bit about the toy drive.
Yeah, the toy drive, the people at the high school, Harrison High School, the DECA group.
DECA, okay.
Chris Dorman is in charge of that, and Amber and Danielle are heading up that activity, so that if you have unwrapped toys or gift cards that you would like to drop off, you can drop them off at the high school.
Okay.
And they will take care of it. And also, you could bring them to the breakfast if you wanted to. We're going to have a table there. So all the toys will go to the kids at the hospital.
I guess it's kind of hard to say because children's, they take them up, I guess, teenagers, don't they?
Yes, yes.
So it's kind of hard to say. But you can bring a gift for any age group, I guess.
Yes.
A new present, something new.
Yeah.
And bring it.
Unwrapped.
Unwrapped. Okay, and so they could take it to the high school. They probably got a box or something there, so they take it to the. If you'd like to donate something rather than cash, obviously they would take cash donations. But if you purchase a new toy, take it by the high school. I'm sure they'll have a box right inside. The office is just right inside the door at the Harrison High School, and put that toy or toys, many as you can donate, it would be perfect. And then they'll take those and then take them to the Children's Hospital in Little Rock prior to Christmas, so that those children down at Children's Hospital will have a Christmas, even despite some of the medical needs of some of those children there, in all ages. Again, Children's Hospital, for those of you who may not have ever been there, it is world-renowned. They treat children of all ages, of all types of diseases. They have some of the best physicians in the world there at Children's Hospital, and we're really fortunate to have for Arkansas as a state to have a hospital like that. And there's others across the country, but Children's is one of the biggest, so that's nice. Okay, so the toy drive's going on right now.
Yes.
It starts, and it'll go through
December 10th.
Goes through December the 10th. So if you're going to drop a toy off, you need to do it between now and December the 10th. So we got plenty of time to do that type of thing. I was looking here. I was trying to see. Am I missing anything? You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I know. You can purchase the tickets at the door that day, December 5th. And again, they're only $5 this year, so that's a good deal.
Okay.
And it's at the Presbyterian Church.
In Harrison. Here
in Harrison.
Okay. Can they purchase tickets ahead of time? Or are you just going to have them at the door?
We're just going to have them at the door.
Okay, so it's no advantage really. Just to go to the event, and somebody will be at the door to do that. Did I miss anything here? Anything else, Helen, that we need to tell them about? Obviously, I'm sure you're very grateful, first of all, to another organization. I say organization, another entity in Harrison that does a lot more than put out fires and work accidents is the firemen and firewomen at the fire station here in Harrison. They do lots of different activities to help the community other than just save your life. So a big thanks to those individuals who will be attending the event, the Breakfast at Santa's Workshop for Circle of Friends. They're going to be doing cooking. They'll be there with their fire trucks, and they'll have their Sparky will be there, and it'll be a lot of fun for the kids. They do a great job of interacting with children. I've seen them so many times, so it's nice that they're a supporting entity for Circle of Friends to have them there. Let's see here. Anything I was trying to see on my notes here. Can you think of anything else that we need to tell the viewing audience?
I really can't.
Did we cover everything pretty well?
I think we did.
Other than we just want people to attend it, obviously.
That's right.
We'd like for you to attend. And
if you have any problems or questions, you can call me. And my number is 870-204-4559. Or you can call Sherry Humphrey, and her number is 417-527-7277.
Okay. So that's the either one of those numbers.
Yeah.
Does Circle of Friends have a website? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay. I didn't see it.
I obviously haven't looked at it.
I bet they do have. Probably just type in Circle of Friends. I'm sure they do. Most organizations do, and I was just wanting to look on there. Okay. Helen, thank you so much for coming in. Let me go through this one more time with you. This is Breakfast at Santa's Workshop. It's put on by Circle of Friends, along with the Harrison Fire Department personnel will be there to help out and to cook. It's only $5 a ticket. Take your child or children and go out there and support Circle of Friends. This money goes directly to Arkansas Children's Hospital. All the profits they make. So just don't forget about that. A lot of people are a little hesitant sometimes to give money to organizations because they're afraid the time it filters through all the hierarchy that it really doesn't get to the need. I promise you. Circle of Friends, every dime they take goes to Arkansas Children's Hospital. And here's another example of a fundraising event that's not only fun, but fundraising for the Children's Hospital. Again, that is Saturday, December the 5th, First Presbyterian Church. They're right there at Arbor Drive and Capps Road here in Harrison, 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. And Santa will be there. Take your children out, have a great time, and help a great cause. Helen, thank you so much for being on our show today. We appreciate it. Good luck with your Breakfast with Santa's Workshop this year.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a gentleman about something going on at North Arkansas College that's good for you.
My dad was a welder, and I always knew that is what I wanted to do. At North Arkansas College, 85% of graduates are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. I got my welding technology certificate and had several job offers even before I finished the program.
North Ark's Business and Technology Division offers education in engineering technology, construction trades, information systems, and more. Classes begin January 11th. Contact admissions at 870-391-3505 and enroll today, because in North Ark, education works.
Gifts, gifts, and more gifts. That's what you'll find at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. Come in and browse our vast assortment of unique Christmas ornaments, wreaths, and wall decor. For the holidays, Sisters has added a new line of candies, cookies, treats, and snacks, all for under $10. Whether you're looking for a bold centerpiece, an artistic floral arrangement, surfing pieces, or all-occasion tabletop items, Sisters has something for everyone. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us each week as we have different organizations and individuals come in to talk about what's going on around our broadcast area, what's important to you, hopefully. Our next guest in the studio is Dr. Rodney Arnold. He is with North Arkansas College, and he's in charge of the foundation. And good to have you, Dr. Arnold.
It's good to be back.
We appreciate you coming in.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, you haven't been in a while. You're always busy.
Go.
Mentioned talking about, how long you been here now?
It's been 2.5 years. Time flies when you're having fun.
Wow.
So,
well, we're sure glad to have you.
It's good to be back.
We talk about, you grew up in Valley Springs, and actually we're up in the Branson area before you came back here, so you weren't too far away.
Not too far away.
But it's good to be back home.
Both Mary and I are from this area.
Yes.
I'm Valley Springs native. Mary graduated here from Harrison.
Yeah,
so.
I did the same. I grew up in Harrison, moved away for many, many years, and came back, and it's a great community.
Amen to
It's
that.
a very good community.
It's
so
good to be back.
It's good to have you here. Let's talk a little bit about maybe the past, what you did this summer, the summer movie series, which is the second year you've done that, and I've heard lots of good things about it.
You know, I felt the first year we hit critical mass near the end of the first year, and it did prove to be the case. You know, this past year we had some really good crowds. I think our last two movies we may have had over 2,000 people there.
Wow, for this area, that's tremendous.
It was
you did it at the amphitheater, which is a beautiful setting to do it. Were you fortunate with weather pretty well? Did you have any bad weather?
You know, we never really had to mess with thunderstorms or anything like that. So the first one was Cinderella. We had a really good crowd, I think probably 1,400 people. During the summertime, you know, people are on vacation.
Sure.
It's hot.
Yes.
But we still had good crowds, I think maybe close to 1,000, but the last two movies, we had some really good movies, and we had Jurassic World and Inside Out, and those were real box office hits this past summer. So.
And you always make it fun, too. That's the good thing.
We do.
You have the people in costume sometimes, or
all
the preliminary stuff that goes on.
We did. One of my we had a horse and buggy carriage for Cinderella, and it was really, really neat with the kids. They loved it. We had the mad scientists coming in this year. You know, so it is part of our community outreach program, but in many respects can be educational as well.
Absolutely.
We had a reptile man from Springdale come over for Jurassic World. He brought an alligator, I think it was a boa constrictor, and had some educational programming as well.
Wow,
so it was
cool.
Really good program.
So what's your plans for next? Are you going to do it again?
Next year, yes. Hopefully bigger and better next year. I think, don't hold me to it, I think we're going to pull out an old classic or two next year.
Okay.
You know, kids today, 8 to 15-year-olds, they'd never seen E.T. Or The Lion King on a large screen display.
Some of the all-time classics.
Some of the old-time classics, exactly. We're considering one or two of those, but also I think in maybe July we're looking at moving inside into the gymnasium. It gets so hot.
Yeah.
In July, it just doesn't cool off enough. So I think we're going to maybe go inside one
event.
Year.
Okay.
So we're going to mix things up and try something new.
Rodney, you normally start when, usually?
Sunset. It varies.
No, I mean, what month do you know?
Oh, yes. Probably the end of May.
End of May, okay.
We like to go end of May to middle of September, give or take.
Okay. I was thinking that's kind
We'll probably have one right after school gets out, or just whenever school's letting out, and then one or two in the peaks of the summertime, and then as school starts to get back, we'll finish our last movie whenever school starts.
Well, it was good. I heard a lot of good compliments about it. First year, people didn't maybe realize what it was, and then they heard people that did go talk about it. The second year, it's always a little better once you went through a cycle on it.
Free popcorn helps draw a crowd too.
I saw that. You got to have popcorn in a movie.
That's right.
Outdoor movie for sure. That's for sure. Well, it was good, and congratulations on a very successful. Okay, we're in a different season now. It's close to the holiday season, Christmas just around the corner. Let's talk about what you've got coming up.
It is, I tell you, we're branching out again. You know, we've had such great success with the summer movie series. The group, we've got a committee that works on this. You know, we talked about doing one at Halloween. We talked last year about doing one at Christmas. And so I'm not ready for Halloween yet.
You're going to skip that for right now.
Yeah, but we thought we'd go ahead and start with Christmas. So on Saturday, December 5th at the Durand Center, not at the amphitheater, but at the Durand Center, we're going to have what we're calling a North Ark Christmas Carol. And it's going to start at 5 p.m. We're going to have photos with Santa. So if you want to, we're going to have, I don't know if you recall, we had that large 25-foot Christmas tree last year. We're going to have it up. We're going to have Santa there. So if you'd like to have your photo taken with Santa Claus, with the just your kids, or a family photo, come on out. Those will do. Selfies, bring your own cameras if you wish, and you can take we're going to do that for about an hour. We're going to have an official Christmas tree lighting around 6 o'clock, and then the Harrison Children's Choir is going to come at 6:15, and they're going to sing a few Christmas carols for us. And then we're going to move on into the center itself, and we're going to show It's a Wonderful Life around 7:30.
Wow.
That Saturday night. So it's another outreach program. We're going to be giving away about $250 in gift certificates to hopefully draw a little bit of a crowd. We're hoping for another good crowd, and hopefully starting a new tradition at North Arkansas College around Christmas time.
Excuse me. Yes. So this is you haven't done this. You've never done
first
this
time.
Yeah, this is a whole different deal. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You're, of course, the executive director of the foundation. Rodney, have you got anything over the horizon, so to speak, for the foundation as far as?
We do. We are currently at the college. We're looking at capital plans. You know, we're deferred maintenance in any large institution. You know, facilities. You got to keep your facilities up to date, and there's always something going on facility-wise. So we're looking at our capital needs at the moment, and kind of making plans to do somewhat of a capital campaign coming up over the next couple of years.
Kind of prioritize your needs and
exactly. Yeah. We're at that spot right now. We've met with the architects a couple of times. We've got items that we've addressed. It's just now looking at prioritization, and then we'll be starting capital campaign of some sort coming up.
Well, you know, the college, North Ark has been, wasn't around when I got out of school here, so I didn't attend it. At the time, it was the North Campus was all that was here, and it was a Votech school.
Right.
And that was here when I was after I graduated, but I didn't go there. But North Arkansas College has been a really big boost for not only the economy here, because it's one of the biggest employers in the area, but also for the fact that all the different things that are offered here, and I always like to touch on one of your premier programs is in the medical field.
Right.
Your LPN, your RN, and then, of course now you get into rad tech and all kinds of stuff. But it's from a two-year college, or even some four-year colleges around this whole region of the country. It is certainly a standout.
That is one of our premier programs, our Allied Health program.
Yes.
We've in the area of healthcare, technology constantly is changing.
Yes.
And fortunately, we received a $150,000 Blue and You Foundation grant with the Blue Cross Blue Shield Foundation. And so that is going to be helping us update and start a new simulation center. So, on-skill training is so important for nurses.
Yes.
But it's oftentimes, getting that internship or that lab time in the hospitals locally is tough to do.
Yes.
So what we're doing is developing a simulation center. It's not ideal or real life training, but it's pretty close. So the mannequins that we'll be purchasing, as well as the equipment, will be modern day equipment, and will be used to provide that continuing education in our Allied Health programs, and also give us the opportunity to expand those programs as well.
That's fantastic. I did notice that in the press release that Mickey actually sent to the media, that Blue Cross Blue Shield, they do this annually, I think, actually, but they with $2.8 million or something they give to, and the donations went to entities all over the state of Arkansas, and North Ark, the largest grant they gave was $150,000, and they gave some 150s. A lot of them were 100, 75, 50 down. But North Ark happened to get the largest that they gave to any entity in the state of Arkansas.
It's a great need. The baby boomers, they're going to be retiring soon. Health care for the baby boomer generation is going to continue to increase. We all know it. We're preparing for it. And it's good to see Blue and You Foundation agrees with what we're trying to do as well.
Yeah, that's a big thing, and a simulation type thing. For the college to come up with $150,000, probably not going to happen.
It's going to be tough.
So this
Absolutely.
is a gift of $150,000 to allow you to again stay on the leading edge technology-wise in the allied health field.
Absolutely.
That's a big thing.
It is one of our premier programs, and being able to enhance it is just going to continue to be a good thing for North Arkansas
It really
College.
is. Anything else? Did I miss anything? We've got a minute or two left. Is everything else? Did we cover everything?
I think we're doing pretty good. We've enrolled with the fall semester where we're nearing the conclusion of the fall semester, and so spring is going to be right around the corner. So
goes quick, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh my gosh, you go from one semester to the other. I was thinking the other day about the holidays here, and it just seemed like yesterday it was 4th of July, and now here we are going into Christmas season, and the year will be gone, and we'll be in, I don't even want to think about 2016. We're already going into a new year, and but it's good. But and one thing I do want to mention, you do a great job of working with the public here. I see you out. I met you when you first came, and we see each other at the golf course, and you do a really good job of interacting with the public. And we're in a small community, but we're in a giving community. And you fit in very well coming back home, and it's good to have you. And I'm sure North Ark's proud to have you as a part of it.
It's good to be back in Harrison. It is. It's the thing that I've enjoyed and appreciated about Harrison being back is they get it.
Yes.
The people here, they get it. They understand the role that the college plays in this community.
Yeah.
They're with any viable community or economy, you need a great educational system, you need a great healthcare system. And this community, it steps up and it supports our local schools, our local college, our local hospital.
And that's good.
And they understand that you need those that infrastructure.
Sure makes it a lot easier for you too when you're out there doing it.
Absolutely.
Rodney, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in today and being a part of our show. As always, you're welcome, and we do a lot for the college and have for years, and they're a good client of ours, but they're also a good friend of ours, and known Mickey for a long time, and you work with her, so that's great. It's good to have you in the community. Dr. Rodney Arnold here to talk about all the things going on at North Arkansas College. It's your college. Make sure you take advantage of it. Thanks for joining us on the show. We hope we brought good information to you. We'll see you again next time.